The Trade of Podcast, welcome back to episode 7. My name is Ryan.
And I'm Alex.
And welcome back to another episode, your weekly dose of discipline, reminding, motivation, giving.
And a kick up the ass.
And a kick up the arse. So this week, I received a message on Instagram that I receive most weeks.
How can I turn £10 into £1 million?
I get that message too. Also, how quick can I pass a prop firm challenge? However, that is not the question today. The question today is, Ryan, what made you and Alex choose Forex as a niche that you wanted to become businessmen in? Because when you're trading, that is your business.
Yes.
Now, there's many answers to this question, all of which will open your eyes up to the way of thinking which is required to make more money. However, we're going to start at the very beginning. So, first of all, I always knew that I wanted to be a businessman because I learned from a very young age that if I work for somebody else, so another man is paying my wages, I'm selling my time effectively to another man, right? To a business.
Time for money.
Time for money. I knew that my income would be capped. There's only so high that I can get within that business. Now, not only is my income capped, my pay rise, so my earning potential of it increasing, is based on if, buts and maybes. If you work really, really, really hard, I might give you a promotion. If you work really, really, really hard, you might get a bonus. If you work an extra day this week or 3 extra hours, you'll get paid overtime.
Just a carrot in it. Just carrot on a string.
Yeah, carrot on a string. You've seen that video of the skeleton running and it's got like the dollar sign and then he ends up this falling into the grave. Yeah. That's literally what happens, right? If you work for someone else and you just work yourself into the ground.
Because you're in that horrible exchange of time for money. The only way that you can earn more money is by exchanging more of your time.
And there's only so many hours in a day.
Yeah.
Therefore, capped income. So I learned very, very quickly that in order for me to have uncapped income potential, I need to start my own business. So that, okay, if I start my own business, I can scale my business to as big as I want it to be. Jeff Bezos started in the garage. Now look at him. You can scale your business to as big as you want to scale your business to. It's up to you. It's your business. Yeah. Therefore, you have uncapped earnings, which is what we all want, right? Why do you want to go and get a job and be capped? This is all you can earn now at this job. You might get a pay rise, maybe. I want to be in control of what I earn. I want uncapped earnings. Do you agree?
100%. You don't want anybody to have any kind of control over your life. Obviously, there are certain things in life that are going to be out of your control. You got to follow the law. You got to do all these different things. But when it comes to your business
and making money,
when it comes to your business, you want to be in control of that. You don't want anyone to say you can't go on holiday, you can't do this, you can't do that. You want to be in full control of that.
And it's being in control of your life as well.
Yeah.
Because a job does dictate a lot of what we can do in our life. So, 100%. For example, if you're employed for a company and you've already used up all your holiday pay, you most probably won't want to go on holiday again. Yeah. Because you're not going to get paid for it. So you might think, actually, I can't afford to go on holiday now. I've already been once this year. Yeah. I wanted to go away with my wife and the kids somewhere else. A really good holiday's come up. Do you know what? I actually can't afford to go. Because I'm not going to get paid. And my boss won't let me have the time off.
The other thing is like...
Fuck that shit.
Things like doctor's appointments. Everyone goes to me, fucking so hard to get a doctor's appointment. I'll get a doctor's appointment in 2 days.
Yeah.
Because I'll ring up the doctors and go, I need a doctor's appointment. They go, when can you come?
Anytime.
Whenever the fuck you say.
Anytime, you tell me.
You tell me and I'll be there. Right? People go, I have to wait 3 weeks for a doctor's appointment. Well, that's not my problem.
Because everyone's going on the weekends because they work during the week.
Or they need the pre-9 or the 12 o'clock lunchtime or the after 4.
That's the busiest period, right?
Yeah.
So very, very quickly, I have to have uncapped income potential.
Yeah.
So tried a few things on my business exploratory mission in my younger teen years.
What did we have? We had selling supplements out of the boot of the car at David Lloyd.
Yeah. Selling gym supplements, buying and selling gold.
Yeah.
Physical gold this is.
We did that.
Funny enough, we're trading gold now. Yeah. But physical gold, window cleaning company and interior cleaning business. Now, one thing I'd learned, and there's more, right? I'm not going to list them all off.
It's about 100 businesses.
Tried a few different things, which gave a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge in the business world. Learned a hell of a lot. Now, what I learned is, one, if I want to scale my business and my business needs humans to scale, my business is only as good as the worst employee.
And there are some shit employees.
There's some shit employees. Do you know why? Because most, not all, but most of the best people in the industry that whatever you're looking to seek and start a business up in, have already started their own business. They're working for themselves because they're that good. They've got people working for them. So when you're employing people, don't get it wrong, some employees are fucking great,
Yeah.
right? And they are. However, you're not always going to get all great employees. There's always shit ones, unfortunately. And for those of you listening, you know if you're a shit employee, fucking sort it out.
The people that do the very bare minimum to get paid.
Yeah, they're just literally taking the money.
Yeah.
And they're happy just to be on that wage. And that's fine, but you're not coming to work for me. So what happened was, I realised you're only as good as your worst person. Okay, that's not good. So now the company's reputation is not in my hands.
Yeah.
It's in the hands of the employees. I don't really like that. And then I've got to pay holiday pay, sick pay, taxes. And if I get more employees, let's say if I had a groundwork company, I've now got to buy more vans. I've now got to get more fuel.
Yeah.
I've now got to get more machinery. I've now got to get bigger space to store everything because I'm expanding. I was
More credit with the people, suppliers.
yeah, more credit line supplies. So now I'm thinking, hang on a minute, I'm becoming quite vulnerable here as a business owner. Now there's some massive groundwork companies out there that are doing really, really well, right? They've got lots of people working for them. However, they've definitely got a fucking big headache. I know that.
Yeah.
Now, I'd rather
fucking big overdraft.
and a big overdraft. I'd rather be stressed and have a headache, right? Sorting out my own problems, making money, than trying to sort out other people's problems. Because what do people do that work for you? They drag their problems into your work. They're life problems, not work problems. They're life problems.
There's always the same group of people. When you're at work, if you're an employee or an employer, one of the first things that we realised when we started trading was we haven't got anyone to worry about other than ourselves, right? Me and Ryan work
There's
together.
no problems.
We work together in an office every day. There was no problems. If one of us had a doctor's appointment, no worries, mate. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Easy.
Right? That was it, right? There was none of this, oh, well, we got a van full of 5 guys and you drive the van, but he's got to pick his kids up from school at 3 o'clock, or he's got parents' evening, which are all legitimate things, right? But they're not my fucking problem.
And it affects then the business turnover.
Yeah.
It affects the other people within the business. How come he's allowed to leave early and I'm not?
Yeah.
I have to go home with him because I don't drive. He drops me off.
Why should I have to earn less? I don't have to go early.
All these different problems.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need a business which has less people, less human input, because more human seems to be more problems.
But
right?
more moving cogs, the more moving parts something has, the more chances it has of fucking up.
So you look at something else, buying and selling. Let's say you look at like Amazon FBA, for example. Now, I like the idea of Amazon FBA. I think it's actually a good idea. However, massive startup cost.
Yes.
And 2, that massive startup cost is buying inventory, right? Now I've laid out a shitload of money to buy a load of inventory that I might not even sell.
Yeah.
Right? Amazon will store that for me, that's fine. I haven't got to find storage for it. However, this is a big risk. I can lay out 50 grand on inventory because you've got to lay out big bucks to get it cheap enough from China so you can sell it at a competitive price.
Otherwise, you go on there with your beard trimmer that you want to sell, and you're selling it for £4, and you find someone else selling it for 50p because they bought 10,000 units of it, and you only bought 1,000 units.
Yeah, you can't compete.
When you've got something like stock, it needs to be like a flow. It's what's called cash flow. You don't want to spend loads of money out and then have that product sat there static. You want that to be coming in and out constantly. And with a lot of businesses, it's, unless it's like a food produce business when the only thing that you sell is produce, then it becomes very difficult to know what's going to sell and what's not going to sell before you buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't know.
No.
And as Alix said, it's cash flow. So if I've got a lot of stock just sat there in an Amazon warehouse, I've got like 50 grams worth of stock sat there. I need that to sell for me to now go and buy new stock to scale my business. I was like, okay, I don't like the sound of this. This isn't great for a startup.
No.
I don't think yet. Right, what else is there? Looked at some other stuff. Started coming up with different problems, and then found trading.
Yeah.
I thought, hang on a minute. This can't be real. For me to scale up trading and to make more money, which is what a business is, primary focus for a business is to make money, right? Primary focus for a trader is to make money.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, this is good. We've got some symbiotic relationship here, right, between the business and the trader's purpose. Great. Right. So in order for my trading business to make more money, do I need to take on more people? No, I don't.
No.
Do I need to buy more laptops?
No.
No. Okay, I'm trading 500 grand now. I want to trade another 500 grand. Do I need to buy another laptop to trade that? No, I don't. Okay. This is looking good. Right. What else do I need? Do I need a big office? No. Do I need to be at the exact same spot every single day of my life?
No.
Can I work from anywhere in the world? Yes, I can. As long as I've got Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm thinking, this is too good to be true. Then I discovered something else that was very important. The biggest rewards come from the toughest challenges.
Yes.
So with trading, the technical side of trading, and I think Alex will agree, isn't massively difficult.
No.
Right? That's supposed to be the easiest part.
There's probably, say 100 strategies that work.
Yeah.
most strategies work. Someone is making money with a strategy.
Yeah, loads of strategies work. Yeah,
Now, does that mean that you can learn that strategy? No, not necessarily. It doesn't correlate. Just because it works for someone else doesn't mean it's... And it's like finding the perfect partner, like we talked about before. The perfect partner for you might not be the perfect partner for someone else, right? But when you meet that right person, it's a good fit.
It's a good fit.
And it's the same with trading. The way that your psychology is, how you handle stress, how you handle certain things within the market, and within life, and risk, is going to dictate what strategy suits you. So a really, really important thing is, another thing when we're talking about why we chose trading, we're exchanging time for money in most jobs.
Yeah.
With Forex, you do not need to, if I said, right, I've earned 100 grand this year, next year I want to earn 200. There's no need for me to do more work. No. I just need more money. So I just go and get another prop firm account, double the amount, then the same amount of work that I did last year returns me double the amount of money. And this is why so many people get caught up when they come from a 9 to 5 into trading. Yeah, and this is the mindset you've got to switch them. Because I think Ryan would agree, one of the biggest problems we have with people is getting them to stop overtrading.
Yeah, overtrading.
Because they think that...
the harder they work,
the
more money they're going to make. Right? That's
so
what they're used to.
They think that taking 50 trades a month is better than taking 10. Because
it's not.
They think that those 50 trades are going to return, they're all going to win. You know, you might take 50 trades, lose 40, win 10. Whereas if you took 10, you might just win all 10.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do more work. In fact, the correlation that I see with students a lot of the time is their money, they'll have a steady, amount of money that they're earning. And that'll correlate with the amount of trades they're taking.
Yeah.
The minute that they start to drastically increase the amount of trades because they're bored, market conditions aren't
want to make more money.
Yeah, market conditions aren't suiting their strategy. So what do? They find something else. They start changing things to do something different. They get bored. They want to make more money. They feel like they know best. What happens is the amount of trades go up and the amount of money they make goes down. Always. So it's no longer a steady climb. One goes up, one goes down. And then they go, fuck, what happened? Not only have I worked more, I've actually lost the money that I made from the previous months.
You got to flip your mindset.
You've got to flip that mindset straight away.
Working hard at actually trading. So let's not make a mistake here. Working hard, learning how to trade,
100%,
and become a trader is needed.
Yeah.
Right, and smart work. But when you're actually trading, you don't need to be working hard. You don't need to be sat on the charts all day trying to find loads of trades. This is when you have to really work smart. And this is where a lot of traders struggle because you instantly correlate with how hard you work is how much you're going to get paid. So I was working up my arse off 7 days a week when I was younger. I was getting paid more money.
Yeah.
So I was working my arse off. So when I came to trading, it was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm not actually doing much throughout the day.
Yeah.
I'm actually hardly doing anything at all. And I'm making money.
There was actually months where we couldn't believe we were making so much money for doing so little work that we were like, I can't actually fucking believe this.
It don't seem real.
It doesn't
and
seem
it's
real.
very hard for your mind to comprehend at first. But once you flick that switch and you understand what it is to be a trader, that you're not just on the markets all day trying to find all these trades, because that's where you're now elevating your risk. You end up chasing the markets. You're seeing trades which aren't actually trades. You're taking stupid punt trades. You're not losing money, getting stressed, and then you end up blowing your account. We've been there.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we're self-taught. So we know all of the common mistakes. We've been through these motions ourselves. But when you mature as a trader, and maturing as a trader is realizing, actually, I need to be taking my best quality setups. I don't need to spend much time on the charts. What are you going to have now? Shitloads of time freedom.
Yeah.
Just pack a laptop, chuck in your backpack, go wherever you want every single day. Right? You're spending minimal time on the charts, but you're making more money you've ever made in your life. So you're making more money for less time. You're barely working 1 day a week, let alone 7, and you've 10 times what you was earning before. And anyone can get to that point. But you have to be focused and you have to really flick that mindset switch. You have to break that 9 to 5 mindset switch. And once you fire that laptop, you find out, okay, this is the exact strategy I'm using today. This is the exact setups I'm looking for. If that criteria is not met, I'm not trading.
Walk away.
Simple.
And that's
it. There's no other moving parts.
You need to be able to switch from the mindset of, so like when I left school, Ryan was always very much into running his own businesses, trying to do things very entrepreneurial. For me, and we both come from the same background. We're both very working class, like council estate kids.
From the same town.
From exactly the same place, right? Ryan obviously had that. I had a drive to make money. My instant drive was to make money because I'd never had any. So what I did is, when everyone else was going to college and university, I left school, went straight into a trade, and my aim was to make £150 a day, and I was buzzing with that, right?
Yeah. Which back then was all right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was instant gratification. Going to work, getting paid.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
Ryan was also working a job as a supervisor, and then he was doing other things on the side to make more money. Still trying to exchange, both of us, time for money.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't until we changed that. But when you look at other people, when you leave school, there'll be a group of people that go straight into work and a group of people that go straight to university. Or, go into university, sorry, not straight to university. They are working with delayed gratification because they're going to be on the bones of their ass for 6 or 7 years. And then they might qualify as a doctor or a vet or an accountant. And then their money goes bang, goes straight up, right?
Yeah. And it's more than your 150 a day.
But I was getting that 150 from the start. So I was getting instant gratification, but it was capped. Whereas they had kind of prolonged gratification, and they were looking for something more of a long-term project, right? And that's what trading is. You need to understand that you're probably going to spend 6 months if you learn to manually trade, 6 months before you're even ready to start trading live, even if that's on a demo account. If you're building a strategy with the automated system, I tell people one of the first questions I get asked is, well, how quickly can I get? That's completely down to you.
Yeah.
Some people build a really banging strategy in 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Some people build
live.
and then they're live. Some people take 3 or 4 weeks. The difference is the person that did it in 1 to 3 days, he didn't come home and put Netflix on. He didn't go to the gym after work. He didn't do that stuff.
Watch the tutorials.
Watch the tutorials for a start.
Instead of Netflix.
He watched videos, and then he implemented that knowledge that he'd learned into that, and he built that, and he's delayed the gratification of going to the gym, going out for dinner, all those things that he wanted to do then, because he knows that if I do this now, in 2 or 3 weeks, this strategy will be running really well, and I've made money.
It's going to benefit me long term.
Whereas that person that spreads it out over 3 or 4 weeks because they can't say no to going out with their mates, they can't say going to the pub, don't want to upset their missus. They prolong it for 3 or 4 weeks, and then they find that they're not quite happy, so then they do it again and again and again, right? They end up being 6 months down the line, they're no closer to their goal, because they're not prepared to have delayed gratification, which is such a massive thing as a trader, because you might not get paid. I mean, for instance, I haven't taken a trade since the start of September, right? Manually. I've taken loads of trades with the automated system. But my manual trading, which is something that I spend 1 to 2 hours a day every morning doing, because it's part of my routine, it's part of my income, it's one of my revenue streams. I haven't taken a trade since the start of September, right? I don't look at those 2 hours a day that I spend trading as I should be getting paid for them. No. Because it's not a fucking job. I don't go to work and someone goes, right, you've been here 2 hours, I'll pay you.
Yeah.
But what will happen is those 2 hours will add up. And in another 2 or 3 weeks' time, I'll take another trade. I'll make 10, 15K. And that 10 or 15K pays for all of those days that I weren't getting paid. It's like being on price.
Yeah.
For anyone that's done jobs that works in the
kind of the
construction
trade industry,
I always say to people, if you go to work and you turn up on site and you're on price work, right? If you're on a day rate and you turn up at work and there's no materials there, the boss goes, oh, we don't know what time Juicens are turning up today. You just got to sit and wait. You're cushy. I just get to sit on my ass all day, sit on my phone, read the paper.
If you're on price work.
And because I'm getting a day rate, I know even if they turn up at 4 o'clock, I unload it and go home, I'm getting paid for a full day.
Yep.
If you're on price work, like trading is, you're only getting paid for when you physically do
input
into the job. If you turn up and the boss goes, sorry lads, the delivery ain't been made yet, there's no materials on site, you go, no worries, you fuck off home. And you use your time to be productive in something else because you're not getting paid for it.
Right.
And that's how you should look at trading. If I turn on the computer and there's no automated trades that have been taken that I need to look at, and there's no trade setups that look apparent for my manual trading, I'll just fuck off. And I think people have this misconception that trading is a job.
Yeah.
It's
not a job in the sense of
the
9 to 5 world. It's a lifestyle. It really is 100%. Because you can pack up your laptop, you can go away anywhere you like. You haven't got to tell no employees what to do. You haven't got to go to any offices. You haven't got to think about, I've got to pay this overhead for an office I have, or I've got to go and pay insurance on these vehicles, or we need to go and pay that supplier. None of that. This isn't a job. It's a very, very lightweight business with minimal overheads. And even now, you go and get prop firm funders. It's been made even easier than what it was when me and Alex first started.
Yeah, there wasn't no prop firms when we started.
You don't need to trade your own trading account anymore, because now You could trade a prop firm, which means you're risking their capital and you don't need to cover losses. It sounds crazy, it sounds too good to be true, but it isn't. There's literally hundreds of people across our companies that are trading prop firm accounts and they've literally changed their lives. And this is all because they managed to flick the switch on their mindset. Broke out the 9 till 5, started something on the side. They might have had to give up their Saturday working.
Yeah, delayed gratification.
To be able to start trading. But now look, they're getting like 10 grand withdrawals, 5 grand withdrawals, which pays much more than what that Saturday shift would have paid them.
100%.
Think long term always. Always think long term. That's why me and Alex started trading. We had a long term mindset. We knew that other businesses, which maybe had a lot more people, a lot more overheads, would be more stressful. We decided we'd rather be stressed sorting out our own shit, stressed making our own money, rather than worrying about other people's problems. With a business, you do get paid in accordance with how much pressure and stress and how many problems you can solve.
100%.
With trading, it's just me and this laptop. That's it. And I fucking love that.
Well, I've got some of his problems and he's got some of mine, but other than that, we're all right.
We're all right.
We're all right.
We'll see you on the next podcast.
See you later.
Catch you next week.